Welcome, welcome everyone. This is Shelly Liedtke for our I Ching coin toss and oracle readings using our Human Design and Gene Keys themed cards plus other magical things. So introduce yourself when you hop on and welcome this evening. Hello. If you want to introduce yourself, tell us where you are. Hey Catherine, how are you doing? Just getting things set up. How was your day? Starting to warm up. I think it's starting to warm up everywhere, but I'm not really sure. I'm not big on the news, so watching the news. You're tired this evening. Okay. Well, hopefully you can get some nice rest tonight. That's what I always hope when I have a long day. So we have some another deck of cards this evening that I have not brought out. Catherine, thank you for the human design chart. I have to get new ink for my printer. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm grateful you requested it. So glad you got it and everything okay there. I love printing mine out. I don't know. Having been a homeschooling mom, I just love my printer for sure. I've I don't know. I don't know that killed is the right word, but very used several printers over the years. Oh, I use them till they're goners. The colored ones especially. Oh my goodness, I love the color printers when they finally started making those for us to use. Remember the dot matrix ones? Oh my gosh, I had a dot matrix printer way back when there was dial-up for internet. We had to sit there and wait for the little thing to go through its routine. I might be aging myself saying that, but oh well. Very good. Okay, so we have our usual cards here with us this evening. And of course, we're going to do throwing the coins for group reading. And then, hey, Karen, how's it going? Karen says, I remember all that. Yeah, all the fun and games sitting there waiting 5 minutes for the dial-up to do its little spiel and get you on the internet. Kind of funny. Here, oh my goodness, I have stuff, you guys. I'm going to put some of this stuff to the side. It's useful stuff, right? It always has useful stuff on your desk. Okay, so awesome, Karen. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. So I have a guest deck of cards this evening with us when it's oracle reading time. And they have little medicine animals on them. So they're just delightful. And let's see, the name of the deck, so you know what they are, is medicine cards. And that's a very plain book. I don't think it had a cover on it when I got it. Let me see who the author is. Here's the inset, so you can see what deck it is. Medicine Cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson, it says. One of my friends, she introduced me to this deck many years ago, and this evening while I was getting ready, I felt impressed to bring it out and bring it into our readings today. So I was looking through, and it has a 2-card, like a draw thing. Hey, Lindsay, how are you doing? So it has a 2-card draw. It focuses on inviting Father Sky and Mother Earth of oneself into the reading, and for the specific purpose of bringing balance. So I was excited to get the invitation to bring it into our readings this evening, and because it was a direct invitation from Spirit, I would encourage maybe everyone, unless you feel strongly regarding one of the other cards or little sugar sprinkles that I have here to add to a reading, maybe consider doing this Father Sky, Mother Earth reading this evening when it's time for oracle readings. So, all right. Cool. Do you know what? I think I better get out my little sticky note and write everybody's names down so I can keep track of it before it all disappears into Facebook land. Okay, so Catherine, let me make sure. Catherine, you are first. And Karen, let me ask real quick, have you done throwing the coins before? Do you know what that is? Have you played with the throwing the coins before? So then I will know if you're new to throwing the coins and if I need to go over that. I mean, I'll probably go over it briefly for anyone who's watching the replay, but it helps if I know where you're at for those that are here live. And Lindsay. Karen says only on the app. New to throwing the coins. Okay, well the I Ching throwing the coins app is going to work the same way as what we're going to do today, but it's going to be live. Lindsay says I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? The new deck looks great. Yes. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm actually had a very nice day. I've been playing with my routine to see different ways. Because, you know, I got to be real, guys. Getting out of bed in the morning to do exercise just doesn't get me out of bed at all. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't know about you guys, but just doesn't turn me on. So, what I did was I asked myself, what will get you out of bed and what do you love getting out of bed for? And do you know what? I just love Canva. I love getting on Canva and making graphics. I'm making a series of graphics that I've designed for the Human Design Body Graph that has my own artwork. It's my own design. And I just love, love, love it. So I have been working like crazy to get those tidied up so I can use them in my graphics. And I have like some books that I can get on Amazon and stuff, but all of those things kept getting stalled, and I realized that I needed to have my own body graph done. So I've stopped everything else and focusing on these body graphs, and I really love how they're coming together. And then that will open up the realm of being able to create a bunch of stuff to go with it. So that's what gets me out of bed, is working on creating things for my for those who are interested, of course, clients, students, people who've requested their charts from me, etc., etc. So very cool stuff. Lindsay says, LOL, me neither. I wish I was more of a morning person. I am just not myself. And that's so cool that you're experimenting with that. Yes, I have been working on trying to find a routine for myself that works. I think since I was 19, 18 or 19. Isn't that crazy? And I still have not pushed the button. I haven't tried it this way though, honestly. I haven't. So I'm excited to see if it works this time. I am a 6'3" profile, so I'm a late bloomer as a 6'3" profile. Here it has taken me my entire life, 2/3 of my life, okay, to hopefully finally push the correct button. So here we go. I'm trying it. So there we go. So, okay. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I finally found the correct little button that will make things delightful for my day from the get-go in the morning. So far, it's working nice. So I'll work in the morning. I work on my stuff, and then I get my stuff for the to go to the rec center, the local family recreation center, and then go over there. So I'm enjoying it so far since I switched over to this way. So yeah, many blessings to me for getting it right. Hopefully I get it right. It's so what we're looking for when we're doing stuff like this is what feels best to our body, not what we think. And that's probably my Gemini mind. It's so adorable. It loves to come in and interject its little business into everywhere. So I just give it a little laugh and a yahoo and say, okay, let's just try this thing over here and see if that'll work, because I haven't pushed this button yet. So I'm pushing a different button. So anyway, Lindsay says, yes, for sure. Just makes sense. Yep. Yep. Okay. I don't know if that was helpful for anyone else, but as a manifester, it's helpful for me to talk about stuff, and hopefully whatever I'm talking about is useful or helpful for someone else. So, okay. All right. So I'm sure you have concerns or whatever it is going on in your world, and any things that rise to the surface. So what is, make note of the most important concern that you have in your life right now. Just notice that this slate that I'm using has a crack in it. Interesting. Maybe it's just, it is stone. It has a big old crack in it. Must have gotten banged. Okay, so your greatest concern, if you can formulate a yes or no question for throwing the coins for this evening for our group reading. And if you want, go ahead, put it on a piece of paper and just formulate a nice question. Just take a moment and formulate a question for yourself for this evening. You can hold the question or concern. If you don't know what the question is, we can, when it's your time for oracle reading, your personal oracle reading, we can use an inquiry card, because all of those have questions on them, suggested questions. And I can feel myself developing the need to cough, so I don't know how to mute myself. I apologize. Okay. The keyboard that I have doesn't have the normal settings. I've tried following the ones that they have on, when you do the little Google search and it says, you can ask, how do I mute myself on my keyboard? Look, my face is turning red and everything. Holy smokes. It doesn't work on my keyboard. So I don't know. Okay. Got some tea, has a little bit of licorice in it. Maybe that'll help. Alrighty. Okay, so does everyone have their questions? You have your question that ready? And Catherine says, I'm 6'2" generator and I don't have a fixed morning routine since I stopped teaching. If I don't have to leave the house, I just do what I feel like doing. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that happens as we mature as well. Like there's less demands. I mean, since my children and I are not, we haven't been homeschooling for a while, but that was my schedule, you know. Is we got to get in gear and get busy. So, okay, let's take a moment. Hold your greatest concern or question in your mind. Okay, Lindsay, that's good. So, if you want to just in your mind's eye, let it move down into your heart space. And invite spirit to bring the answer or the image or the impression to this concern or question that you have. And notice it being enveloped with beautiful glowing light, whatever color. You can notice a color. If there's a color, make note of that. And then allow it to expand on each exhalation and filling up your auric field. So your entire cellular structure, your entire being receives the answer to this question or concern, and bringing balance. So this card deck we've invited into our space, or spirit has invited into our space this evening. The layout we're going to use is about restoring balance. And then notice around you, if you can, it's okay if you can't, but anyone who is here for readings this evening with us, and also anyone who's watching the replay. And send them light and gratitude and greeting for being here for readings this evening. And notice that all of us together become a big, huge, glowing ball of loving light. And then return that back to your heart space and bring your awareness back into your room where you are. Okay. All right. So what we'll do first, I'll briefly go over the throwing the coins. We're going to be using our little grid here. And a picture of this, there's a document inside of the files section in Chiron study group here, where you can download this little chart so you can refer to it. And there's also a graphic in the pictures that has this image as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to use 3 coins that are of the same style. I love using the Chinese coin replicas. You could use 3 nickels or 3 dimes or 3 quarters or whatever it is in the country where you live. And hold your question in your heart. And what we're going to do, each hexagram has 6 lines. So first, if the camera will, there we go. First, we're going to throw for each of the 6 lines in the first hexagram, and if there's a changing line, then I will record those over here. But the initial one that we roll for or throw the coins for will be right here, and this is the energy that we're moving from for this reading. And the invitation to move towards will be if there's a second hexagram formed by rolling changing lines. So we'll go from there and hold your question or concern in your heart space. And we'll throw the coins for the first line. And we got 2 heads and a tail, and that is, I'm going to look at my little key here. 2 heads and a tail is a yang line, so that's an unbroken or straight line. That's the male archetypal energy line, and we're going to do our use our our medicine cards this evening for the Father Sky and Mother Earth aspects within ourselves, much like the yin yang, to do your own personal reading as well, unless you wish to have other cards. So the male archetypal energy, and this goes for our medicine cards as well, is the going, like the doing energy. It's the male archetypal energy going out in the sunshine, moving forward, getting things done. So the first line is a yang line. The yin or broken line is the feminine, receptive, flowing energy. If we roll one of those, so we've got 2 heads and a tail again, so that is a yang archetypal energy. The straight line, and for the third line, hold your concern, a question in your heart space, or focus on it. And then we have 2 tails and a head, so that is the yin or broken line. Again, that's the feminine archetypal energy. Going within, being receptive. And then for the fourth line, we have 2 tails and a head, so that is the yin or broken line. So far we do not have a changing line yet. And the fifth line here, we have 2 tails and a head, which is the yin line again. I always double check my page, my little answer key. Make sure I'm remembering it correctly. And then for the 6th line, we have 2 heads and a tail, which is a yang line, unbroken or straight line. So there are no changing lines for our hexagram today. That means we stay with the message of the hexagram that we rolled. And I like to roll the cube dice because it will give us an extra little focus on a line. So we've got the second line to focus on. So this is going with the flow, and I'll put a little star right next to it. So I'm going to look and see which hexagram this is. So the lower trigram here is lake, the joyous lake. And the upper trigram is the mountain. We've been having a lot of these 2 energies coming up in our coin toss in the last month and a half. Joyce Lake and mountain. So mountain over lake. Lindsay says, nice, I'm a 2-4 profile. Very cool. Yeah, so the 2 is all about dancing, going with the flow, dancing with the flow of the energies. The 2-4 profile is like a relationship. You're here to be in relationships and learn from relationships with other people. So let's see which hexagram this forms. It is gate 41. So gate 41 is the gate of imagination. It is at the bottom of the root center on the right hand side. So this, if you imagine a plant growing in the ground. Stephanie says, I'm with Catherine, 6'2". Yay for 6'2" profiles. Oh, I love the second line profiles. They just feel nice to me. So, yeah. Talent, natural talent. The second lines have natural talent. Both of my children are second line profiles, and maybe that's why I just love them so, but I don't know that that's all of it. My brother's a 2-4 profile. So gate 41 is the gate of imagination. So this is the energy of how can you, imagining the possibilities or the potentials. It could kind of mirror the gate 64 up at the top of the, let me get a little picture, up at the top of the body graph. So if you look at the body graph itself, if the camera will focus, we're inviting it to focus. Yes, there we go. So down at, let me see, it's on this side over here. This is gate 41 down here on the bottom of the root center. And then if you drew a straight line clear up here to the exact opposite corner, that would be gate 64. So they're mirroring one another. And looking at the potentials or the possibilities of being able to bring a specific experience or something you've been looking to have happen in your life into physical form. So it's much like what's missing here and what needs to be brought into my space so that I can experience it. So it's in the abstract sensing circuitry, which is all about experiencing. And learning and growing, really. And it's very right-brained energy. So imagining the possibilities. I was listening to Shaitan's description of gate 41 this morning or this afternoon while I was walking, and he mentioned, I don't know, I didn't remember that he had given this example, but he gave the example of a rose growing. So the root center, imagine that the root center is the root ball of a plant, or in this case, a rose that's growing. And the root structure is developing. And imagining the possibility of what this rose, or probably several roses, because a rose bush produces many roses, is going to look like. And if we have the correct plant in the package that we bought, right? Maybe it has the image of a red rose on it, but occasionally plants at the nurseries get mixed up. So we're holding the space that it's a red rose because that was our intention. So we plant it, we nurture it, we care for it, and we imagine what it will look like when it becomes a rose in full bloom, right? So gate 41 is much like this, and it's wanting to have experiences through what it desires at gate 30 at the other end of the channel. So the gate 2, let's open our Shaitan's book here. And the book, for any of you that might be watching the replay, or Karen is new to readings this evening. So we're going to be looking in Shaitan Parkin's Book of Lines. He's made this especially for the human design and gene keys. Well, yeah, I mean, I have to say gene keys because there's gene keys elements inside of it that he's brought in here from Richard's work with the gene keys. So the gate 41 here, again, is the gate of imagination. Our step astrology here is for this gate, if we can get the camera again to visit with us. That's not going to do it. Okay, so it's Aquarian. Gate 41 is Aquarius, so it's using your imagination. It's very much up in the upper realms of your chakra system. And then the steps here in this gate is the step astrology from step 2 to step 7. So it has to do with what you can imagine are the potentials for yourself in the physical world, and using your imagination to connect with that. It's also a projected gate, meaning it's not connected to the throat direct, and it's not, well, it's connected to a motor, but that is, the root center is a motor, but that's not what we're looking at. It's not connected to the throat. So it is a projected gate. So it's all about potentials, potentials that of things that can occur. And then the second line here is giving and receiving, being recognized for the services you render. By indulging others without diminishing yourself, you find rewards in fulfilling endeavors. So if you have recently been focusing on both giving and receiving and the balance of that, that's interesting because the card layout that I was guided to invite us all to get a reading from for those who wish it this evening is with the intention of balance, bringing balance in giving and receiving. So the giving is the male archetypal energy, and the receiving is the feminine archetypal energy. And also allowing yourselves to be recognized for the services that you offer other people. Um, and and doing so in a way that honors both yourself and the other people that you're serving. Those are the rewards, and being open to receiving rewards. Sometimes we are not open to receiving, especially as light workers. It's a lot of the time us giving and giving and giving, but being open to receiving is super important. I've been kind of processing this because I had an issue with that in my growing up years. I won't go over that here because it's actually quite very personal, but I've been processing this energy, so I'm delighted to see it coming out in our card toss. So, has anyone else been working with this energy in your life recently? Um, and also, our quick little disclaimer for the card readings or any of the services offered here in our Chiron study group is all of the things we're offering here for educational and entertainment purposes, and we invite you to use the wisdom of your design when making choices and decisions before moving forward. You can take or leave anything that we say here, to set it on the shelf, or throw it out completely if it doesn't work for you. Catherine says, yes, you've been working on this energy of bringing balance. Um, I, I've, was it you, Catherine, that mentioned you were working with clutter and getting things in your space? Is that what you're referring to, Catherine? Lindsay says, I can totally relate. I've been working with receiving too. It is definitely tough for me. And especially, I think, for women, when you have children, quite often the care of children, is particularly small children, overrides your needs in the moment. I mean, when I went to the swimming pool on Monday, there was a young family and they had a baby. He looked like he was about, I don't know, 3 months old or something. And he was so mad. Oh my goodness, he was so mad that he was turning bright red. And they were working so quickly to try to get him dried off and dressed and so that they could take him out and get him comforted in whatever way that they felt like they could comfort him. I'm sure maybe he was overtired or over hungry or who knows, but boy, he was just so upset. So, the little children override the needs of the adults in the space. And so the big thing there is, after you take care of your little one, to be sure and take time to get yourself rebalanced and recentered, because the two parents, they were just hustling so quickly and doing their best to comfort him, and he just was not consolable at all, and he was just so mad. It was really quite amazing. I haven't seen a baby that mad in a long time. um, let's see, Catherine says, open to imagining new possibilities as I am aging. Yes, very, very good, Catherine. um, yeah, I've noticed in our society that, especially in this big happenings in the last 5 years, that our maturing or elderly part of our community, there's some people who view elderly people as useless, and ready to be discarded or something. And that is just not okay in my mind. All our elderly and maturing people and folks in our communities are so valuable, and we need to be watching over them and caring for them and valuing the wisdom that they bring, waiting for them. They're walking slower, holding the door for them, listening to them when they're expressing something that they feel is of importance. So yeah, I totally get you, Catherine. It's the main reason that my husband and I moved to where we are. We purchased my mom's home, and she's living with us here in our space because we felt it was important to be taking care of her and making sure she's okay. She just had her 83rd birthday, and it's good to feel cared for in your later years. So super important. Okay. All right, so going with the flow, having balanced giving and receiving. So, okay. Anyone else have any ahas or anything you want to share? Just bear in mind, this is a public group, and be careful what you're sharing about personal things or ideas or issues or whatever, to take care of yourself. And contemplate any ahas, jot anything down for yourself from the readings we have this evening. Okay, so if there's not anything else that anyone wants to share regarding that, then let's go ahead and move forward for offering our readings. Stephanie, I want to make sure I get your name here. Okay, and then we have Maris. Okay, Catherine, is there a specific issue that you want to work with for your oracle reading this evening? And my main question for you is, do you want to use this Father Sky, Mother Earth spread for yourself this evening, or if you want to choose something else that we have here, like we have the physical action cards, the angel cards, Elijah's Gene Keys cards, the crop circle cards, inquiry cards, gratitude cards, wisdom cards. Just let me know. We'll take, Catherine says, I will take Father Sky, Mother Earth cards, and an angel card. Yes, definitely. Okay, so the whole focus for the Father Sky, Mother Earth spread is to help bring balance with your left brain and your right brain aspects, your male and female archetypal energies from within yourself, and drawing the wisdom forth from that. So let's go ahead and let me see if there's any other explanation. It feels like, and inviting the answers from the great mystery. That's the universal realm, but that's the way the Native tribes would put it, is the great mystery to distill within you and come to you. And notice any dreams that you might have show up. You could have information in your dream time come up, and have a book and a journal that you can journal in if you have dreams show up that might apply to this as well. And this card draw is with the intention of bringing balance to whatever you're experiencing in your life right now. Okay, so get the deck out. And just hold your concern or your question in your heart space, Catherine. If everyone, I invite you to send energy, a big ball of sunshine, to Catherine. Okay, so the guidance for this draw, I'm gonna put the cards out. I was just being reminded I need to put the cards out, and I will draw one card with my left hand for right-brained feminine archetypal energy, and the right hand, with my right hand, I will draw the other card for the male archetypal doing, moving forward energy. So I'm just going to do that for you, Catherine. So here's the one for the left. And the one for the right. Okay. I'm hoping that these show correctly on the screen. So this is the right hand draw and the left hand draw, and I'm just going to hold them for you. Get them in front of the camera properly. Okay, so we've got the feminine archetypal energy card is the fox, and the male archetypal energy is the turtle. And I'm just going to hold them here and notice any shifting energy or anything coming into balance within yourself, Catherine. We'll just hold these here for a moment. I'm receiving the energy. Again, the fox is the feminine energy. The turtle for your draw is the right male-oriented doing energy. Okay, so what I'm getting right out of the chute without looking at the book first is for the fox, the phrase that's coming to me is keep your ears perked up and be aware. Hi, Maria. And be aware of what's going on in your space. And you know, we refer to a fox as being sly, but I think a fox is paying attention to what's going on in its environment so it can stay safe and secure. The feminine desires to be safe and secure in their home and in their space. And like you were saying a few minutes ago, Catherine, feeling safe and secure in your mature years. This is super important for you to remain healthy as you age and as you move forward, especially with you being a woman in your home, and for yourself feeling safe and secure in your space. So part of this is you perking up your ears, paying attention to what's going on so you can make sure that your environment remains safe and secure for you. And then the turtle energy here is the impression I get. This is the male archetypal energy card, the Father Sky of yourself, from inside yourself. And the turtle, of course, it has to do with wisdom. It's a slow moving energy, so inviting you to slow down, take time for yourself, access the inner wisdom that you have gained throughout your life, and use that to bring stability in your life as you move forward. Those are the impressions I'm getting. Let me see if there's anything else that hops out. Well, it went by looking at the message from the fox. There's a little poem here. It says, Fox, where are you? Under the ferns? Becoming the forest so I can learn? Are you watching, invisible to me, trying to teach me to become a tree? So being still, listening, keeping your ears perked up for anything unusual, any danger so that you can make a different choice. This little section has popped out. If Fox has chosen to share its medicine with you, it is a sign that you are to become like the wind, which is unseen, yet is able to weave into and through any location or situation. You would be wise to observe the acts of others rather than their words at this time. Using your cunning nature in a positive way, keep silent about who and what and why you are observing. In learning the art of camouflage, you need to test your abilities to pull this off. So, being sure-footed and decisive out in the physical world. That's what the fox in the feminine archetypal energy or the Mother Earth standpoint is inviting for you. And then the turtle, okay, finding the balance between this alertness of the fox and the wisdom of the turtle. It says, turtle, great mother, feed my spirit, clothe my heart, that I may serve you too. So in the Native American lore, they'll refer to the nation as, or the people as, Turtle Island. So this is why I believe, and if anyone knows differently, correct me if I am wrong, turtle is Turtle Island, Great Mother. So we look to Mother Earth to feed and clothe us and provide everything that is for us to receive in our life. So it's a very open, receptive energy, as well as, because this is your male archetypal Father Sky card draw, being very grounded. The thing that's jumping out here is turtle is a fine teacher of the art of grounding. You may even be able to overcome some of your space cadet, there's a quote around those, space cadet tendencies, if you align with turtle medicine. In learning to ground, you are placing focus on your thoughts and actions and slowing to a pace that assures completion. So it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. You know, the rabbit's hopping all over the place. He gets to, he thinks he has all the time in the world, so he stops and takes a nap. But the turtle just keeps moving steadily forward, the tortoise in this case. So moving forward and slow and easy in your pace, and that will get you to your balanced energy that you're looking for in your life. Okay. All right, Maria, I'm looking at your comments, my dear. Hopefully that was helpful, Catherine, and we're going to add your angel card to that real quick. Okay, focusing on balancing alertness and relaxedness at the same time, like a steady space. Oh, thank you, Maria. Yeah, I love this amber necklace. A friend gave it to me. I just absolutely love it. Oop, oop, oop. Just about lost him on the floor. Okay. All right, your angel card to add to that is fire. So this is a get up and go energy to go with your male archetypal card, but let's see what the angel of fire says. Checking which paragraph applies. We all have our fire to walk through. Life sometimes brings great challenges. Often the fire card precedes a difficult situation or a hot spot. It is encouraging you to move away from the heat so you can see more clearly. Being aware helps you get through the danger with the least amount of pain and hurt. Look at the larger picture. Perhaps you're being pushed out of your comfort zone for a reason. So that feels like it's in conjunction with your fox card here, your feminine archetypal card, Catherine. So keep your ears perked up, watch what's going on, and take things slow and easy and be very grounded as you move forward. Okay. Not necessarily that something bad is going to happen, but, you know, just be aware. Alrighty. Okay, Maria. Adding your name to the Post-it note here. So let's see. I'm going to scroll up in case I missed anything. Maria says, weird, this was listed as on 6 for the time change. You mean the the time, the event listing in the group? Is that what you mean, Maria? It was 6 o'clock Mountain Time is what I put in, I believe. I'm hoping I put it in the right, you guys. I apologize if I didn't. And okay, Marie says, I wonder whatever happened to my animal card. What do you mean, Maria? Whatever happened? Catherine was the first one, so we've only done one oracle reading so far tonight, if that's what you mean. Catherine says, that was interesting. I've slowed down and found Qigong video for grounding that I would like to do daily. Oh, perfect. You know what? That goes with your 2-4 profile, by the way. The second line loves doing Tai Chi and Qigong, those nice, smooth, flowing things. That's perfect for your profile. So if you were wondering. Okay, and Karen, if you would like to let me know if you would like the Father Sky, Mother Earth card draw, or if there's other cards here that I have, you can kind of see on the screen that you could draw from, or I can draw from on your behalf. Karen says Father Sky, Mother Earth, and a gene key, or just the Father Sky, Mother Earth with gratitude. Thank you. You're so welcome. Okay, let's see how this turns out. I expanded the time to 7:30 so that there's less pressure and I don't have that space open in the booking app for anyone to schedule. So in my booking app. All right. Okay, I'm gonna spread the cards out like I was being shown. I haven't done that in any of my other ones. I'm not super skilled at it. Hang on just a sec. So I've seen other readers do that. It's just not something I've done, but this is the guidance being received here. So Karen, I will draw out one for the Mother Earth, one with my left hand, and then the Father Sky with my right hand. Okay. All right. Okay, the left hand card, the right hand card. Okay. So your left, let's see if I can get it in front of the camera. The left Mother Earth card is the mountain lion. Okay. And the Father Sky card is the eagle. Okay, so I'm going to leave these up here. Just notice it's with the intention of balancing these two energies. So this is your feminine archetypal energy in the card draw and your male archetypal energy in the card draw, and with the intention of bringing balance between them, these two energies. Let's take a nice deep breath. Okay, let me see what my first impressions are. Sometimes, you know, a mother lion has to growl. And it's okay to feel growly sometimes. So if that's been coming up lately, like no reason to feel bad or awkward or like you shouldn't have done that or whatever. Um, yeah, you're taking care of your cubs. So your cubs could be your business. It could be work. It could be your house. It could be you. Your cubs could be literal little ones that you have care over. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, right? Okay, and the eagle is the father sky. Of course, the eagle sees far in the Native American lore, and watching over everything can see a long way off and be able to see what's coming down the road. So being, sitting in stillness, catching that wind, you can see an eagle. Sometimes it looks like they're not doing anything. They're literally on a shelf of air where they are just kind of breezing along with the airflow up there in the upper streams. So inviting you to sit in quietness, in stillness and calmness. These are the impressions I'm getting. I haven't looked at this book in ages, so let's go ahead and see what other messages pop out from the book. The poem for the Mother Earth card that was drawn for you, the Mountain Lion. It says, Mountain Lion, O kingly leader of sleek feline form, touch my heart with courage, then sound the alarm, that I may lead with foresight, assurance bright and true, to carry on the spirit of the strength I see in you. Let me see. Okay, this is what's popping out off the page, so I'll go ahead and read it. It says, by observing the graceful pounce of Mountain Lion, you will learn how to balance power, intention, physical strength, and grace. This relates, in human terms, to the balance of body, mind, and spirit. The giant feline never wastes anything. It only kills what it needs for survival. The female lion is the hunter who graces her table in a style akin to Mother Earth. So she's caring for her cubs, caring for herself, making sure that she gets what she needs so she can support her cubs. And then the eagle, the poem that goes with the eagle, it says, Eagle, fly high, touch great spirit, share your medicine, touch me, honor me, so that I may know you too. So delivering information from Father Sky, Great Spirit. Okay, right here, it says, in learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, the wings of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join in the adventure that you are co-creating with the divine. And the other thing that came to me while I was just reading that is have courage to fly. Like, it takes great courage to just step off that cliff and take flight. It feels like you're going to fall, but the wind will catch you. So whatever you've been working on, maybe bringing the balance between these two. The lion, of course, is on the ground. The lioness, she's watching over her environment where she lives, make sure that she and her cubs are being fed, and that she has everything that she needs there, but also growling when needed to. And I like that this Father Sky card mentioned attacking your fears. Like the lioness would need to growl on occasion and warn any predators away from her cubs. So making sure that you're taking care of yourself that way. And let's see, Gene Keys card. Okay. Can add an extra little note on top of that for bringing balance. Okay, it's gate 33, Gene Key 33, the gate of retreat, if the camera will grace us with clarity here. I'm not sure it will do that. It's kind of focusing on the things in the back. So the gift here to activate is revelation. So being open to messages from Father Sky and Mother Earth for taking care of your household, your cubs, whatever your cubs is. It's the gate of retreat, so taking plenty of space and time to take care of yourself, to rejuvenate your physical form, connect with spirit, listen inside yourself for intuitive guidance through divine spirit, and being mindfully aware of what's going on. Oh, I think the gift here is mindfulness, and the city or the treasure essence is revelation. So being mindfully aware of the inner insights being sent your way from God's spirit or universal mind. Being aware of your surroundings and being mindful of where you're stepping. Let me see. And looking down the road. Yeah. Being mindfully aware of where you're landing. Not only just flying, but where you're going to land. That's important. Okay. All right. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Karen. You can let me know in the comments if you wish. That feels good for you. Karen says, delivering information and balancing mind, body, and spirit, bringing balance is wonderful. Attack, fear, and courage I have been working on. Thank you so much for your reading, Shelly. You're so welcome. No, we have not done yours, Maria. No, not yet. Yeah, no worries. I got you on the list here. So we have Lindsay, and then Stephanie, and then Maria, yours. Okay. Okay, so Lindsay, if you feel open to sharing your focus, if not, that's okay. Just hold it in your heart space. I'm a slowpoke. I'm serious when I say my totem animal is a turtle. Yeah, I say that on my website so people know. It might take me a minute to get your charts to you, but I will get your charts to you. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. All right, Lindsay. Okay. Lindsay says, I'd like Mother Earth and Father Sky and an angel card. Perfect. Okay, so everyone sending Lindsay light. And Karen, I forgot to request that, but we definitely hold you in a space of light as well. I like to tell my Quantum Touch students, there's zero limitations of time or space in the quantum realm. So we can send you light, Karen, for your reading right as it was happening. Same thing. I love the quantum field. Super awesome. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, that turned out much better, you guys. Maybe I'm getting the knack of it, spreading the cards out. Okay, that worked much better this time. Okay, Lindsay, here we go. Holding your concern in your heart space. I'm going to draw a card with my left hand. Right here. And here's the one for the left. And the one for the right. Okay, so for your Mother Earth card, it's the cute little adorable otter. And your Father Sky card is the squirrel. Okay, so I'm going to hold these up here. And I wish the camera would focus on these just a bit better. I'm hoping you can see them. Okay, let me see. Maybe I can hold them up closer. So holding them in your heart space for the intention of bringing balance. Maybe if I hold up another card, like the back of the card of one of these other cards, and then it will focus. That helped a little bit. Yep. Okay, there we go. Just with the intention of bringing focus for you. Notice what I'm noticing right out of the chute here is that both of these animals are, you know, little squiggly, like they're constantly moving their bodies and feeling their bodies in their environment. Of course, otters just really love playing in the water and collecting little shiny things that they like, you know, little rocks. And squirrels, they're very aware of their environment as well, and they collect little things in their environment to take back. This is interesting. They both got the same. Do all of them have the same? No, not all of them. Okay, this is interesting. So not all of the cards have the same little things on the bottom, but these happen to have the same little feathers and shells and stuff at the bottom. Fascinating. You know what? I'm gonna look at the cards here real quick because I thought they were all different, but they're not. No, they must have grouped these into groupings that. Interesting. I wonder if it's because of they're of a similar nature. So the otter is playful. Playful. That's the first impression I'm getting. This is your Mother Earth card. Playfulness, being out in the sunshine, moving around a lot. I don't know what the otter's sleeping environment is like, however. So if anyone knows, if you want to share, it seems like since that's coming to my mind, that might be a good thing to look at. Like, because this is the feminine card for you, nurturing, otters are very nurturing. So making sure you're nurturing and caring for yourself, number one, and then nurturing and caring for your other responsibilities or people around you that you may have responsibility for, or business or whatever it is that you're doing in your space. And make sure you bring in that playfulness. And then the Father Sky card, the squirrel, he is always planning for the winter, right? He's bringing in the acorns, he's storing, making sure that he has plenty of resources to help him make it through the winter because he has a high metabolism. So he needs to make sure he's got plenty of food set aside for the winter. And I think the otter lives more in the moment, trusting that all is provided. So balancing between the two, making sure you, of course, have what you need for the future and taking care of yourself, but also having that energy of everything's provided right where you are and trusting that as well. Stephanie says otters sleep holding hands with their mates so they don't drift apart. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh my goodness, that was lovely. It just felt important. So, Lindsay, whatever aspect of that is, I mean, the impression that's coming to me is trust that um, a Father God or a source, creative mind, however you best put that for yourself, it has your hand, has your back. It's taking care of you and watching over you even while you sleep. It felt like it was important, so maybe there's a piece there for you. Okay, and let's get your angel card here. Shuffle the deck. And I accidentally dropped some of these little cards on the floor, so I need to make sure I'm picking them up. Okay. Yeah. So trusting that the male archetypal energy of yourself is there taking care of the feminine archetypal energy part of yourself. I feel like that is a huge part of this. Trusting that you have everything you need to take care of yourself in your living space, your environment, where you are, wherever you are, even if you're traveling. And angel card. Your angel is vulnerability. Interesting. You've been having information come through or impressions regarding feeling cared for and safe in your environment. I mean, we're talking about otters falling asleep on their backs in the water and trusting that something is not going to come up underneath them and grab them, right? So, as we know, what is it, the orcas and the what's the other whale? I think otters are their number one food source. So, an otter going to sleep in the water, just holding hands with their mate, that's pretty courageous and brave, I'm going to have to say. Okay, because you're asleep. You're not looking at what's going on while you're sleeping. You're trusting that you're being taken care of. Okay, let me see what hops out. A little poem here. It says, otters, so playful, coquettes by the stream. Coquettes. Coquettes. Stephanie, do you have like a dictionary or something close by? Coquettes. I don't know what that is. Does anyone know what that is? Coquettes. I'm going to put it in the comments. Coquettes. That's the word. Coquettes. The medicine of woman, the realized dream. I'm going to look in my dictionary here. Unless somebody beats me to it. Looking. If I'm even saying it properly. Yep, I was saying it properly. Coquette. A woman who regularly makes romantic or sexual overtures, a flirt. So, the otter being playful and flirtatious. Seriously, Lindsay. Did you know what that word meant? Yeah, coquette. It says here in my little dictionary. I'm going to hold this up. If you can even see it, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. A woman who regularly makes romantic or sexual overtures, a flirt. So I'm going to choose the flirtatious part here. Yeah. So being playful in your relationships. That's what I'm getting from that. Like be more playful to bring balance to your Mother Earth energy. Okay, the paragraph that's jumping out at me here, it says these character traits are the beauty of a balanced female side, the side of ourselves that create a space for others to enter our lives without preconceptions or suspicions. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealous or catty. It is sisterhood, content to enjoy and share the good fortune of others, anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe. Otter people express joy for others. Oh, that is so beautiful. You know, when you see a little baby and they're flirting with everybody, kind of like that as well, doesn't necessarily need to be sexual or romantic. Lindsay says, younger generations talk about coquette more. Oh, yeah, I just have never heard of that. Oh, my goodness. You're much younger than I am, though, Lindsay. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right, so the squirrel, let's look at the squirrel and the message here. The squirrel is, let's see what it says. This is your male archetypal card draw. It says, squirrel, you have gathered nuts by the score, exactly predicting if you'll need more. Teach me to take no more than I need, trusting great mystery to harvest the seed. Okay, the thing that's helping out here, it says, if squirrel has scurried into your cards today, it may be that you are being told to honor your future by readying yourself for change. The message could be to lighten your load, or if you have gathered too many things that do not serve you. These things can include thoughts, worries, pressures, stresses, or gadgets that have been broken for years. In understanding the balance involved in gathering, you need to look at the idea of circulating the stock of what you have gathered. Call the nearest thrift store and give the gadgets to someone who can benefit from them. If something no longer grows corn, quote unquote, grows corn for you, then it is time to let it go. So letting go, you know, if it's the end of the winter and it's springtime and maybe even the end of spring and there's old resources you don't need, push them out of your little tree and go get fresh ones. So, yeah. Okay, so the angel of vulnerability to help bring balance to this perspective. Vulnerability. Do not allow others or pessimistic thoughts to dissuade you from your true path. Energies around you may be scattered or negative. Find your center and balance yourself. Okay, so being centered and balanced between all the scurrying, all the playfulness, all the seriousness, looking for the future, forward towards the future, storing up and taking care of yourself for the future, and being more playful and flirtatious with the universe, I guess. Yes. Yeah, that might be one for contemplation time, Lindsay. I don't know. Unless something is coming to you, a realization right now, that would be awesome. Oh, we all, well, some of us learned a new word today. Lindsay says, for sure, all of this definitely answers my question. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Very, very lovely. Yay. Okay, Stephanie. Okay, Father's Guide, Mother Earth, and the Dragonfly card. Okay, Wisdom Keeper. Okay, sending Stephanie some light. Okay, And I'm getting better and better at this card spreading out. Okay, here we go. And first, Stephanie, I'll draw the card for the left. And card for the right. This is interesting. I am putting my hand on the edge of my desk, and then wherever it sticks, kind of like kinesiology, I am pulling the card that's under my fingertips. I like it. Okay, so for the Mother Earth card, you have mouse. Mouse. And then for your Father Sky card, let me get it in front of the camera, is the otter, which we just talked about for Lindsay. So playfulness for the ground, for the doingness, Father Sky part of yourself, male archetypal, and the mouse. What I'm getting is timidity, softness, quietness. So I'm just going to hold these here for a moment. Hopefully the camera will focus a little bit better. Lindsay. Yes, more coquette. Lindsay, could you put that? Use coquette in a sentence for us. Like, how would we use that in a sentence regarding a playful otter? Like, I just don't even know how to use it. I didn't scroll down to see examples in word sentence structure. Okay, so Stephanie, that's what I'm getting impression for you, the feminine archetypal. Your Mother Earth card is retreating to a quiet space, finding cover when necessary, taking care of yourself, speaking softly, being gentle with your own self. Stephanie says the otter is Aquarius in the Native American zodiac. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Well, in this case, your Father Sky card, your left-brained, balanced energy is inviting flirtatious energy here. Lindsay's example is people say that is so coquette, describing certain people's behavior. Okay, so that is so flirtatious. Okay, I can see that. Oh, I might dream that word. My brain will roll that over and over till it gets it. Okay. All right, so being playful as you go out and connect with your environment, Stephanie, the invitation to be more playful and flirtatious in your world, while at the same time taking care of yourself, being soft, getting undercover, retreating when necessary, taking care of yourself. Lindsay says, yeah, I think people like saying the word too. Yeah. It's an old, I have a book somewhere. My husband had a hold of it and I asked him where it was and he goes, I don't know. He wasn't concerned about it, but it has words in there like, well, things like coquette. Okay, I don't want to say this here on this, but Loki says it when he's talking to the Black Widow when she's in the Marvel movie. I don't know if it was Thor or whatever, and he calls her a name, and he thinks that he has control of her, and he doesn't, and he calls her a certain thing. And when you look up what that is, it's very disrespectful. But there's words like that in there that get explained in this book. And I wish I could find it. It'll turn up somewhere. But there's one of the words that's trying to come into my mind, my awareness, something about being cobble something, which means being whacked around with a corn cob, things like that, you know, that we don't use those words anymore. Okay, so the mouse, the poem here, it says, "Mouse, if I could see the world through your tiny eyes, maybe then I would know how to scrutinize. Every detail carries weight, and true to its purpose, has its perfect puzzle place to stop the three-ring circus." So, Stephanie, I'm curious if you've been experiencing a three-ring circus at home. Okay, so this is the feminine archetypal energy card, your Mother Earth card. Here's a paragraph that's jumping out at me. It says, "The chiefs tell us that without Mouse, there would be no systemization of knowledge. Mouse ended Renaissance man and hearkened the age of specialization. Mouse knew from the very beginning that, quote, there is always more to learn, unquote. One can always delve deeper and deeper and deeper." I know you've shared with us that you are a study worm, so that is really cool. And you know, study worm isn't going to go outside generally. They're going to curl up in a blanket or in a chair or in bed and read. So perfect, perfect. Okay, and we did the otter for Lindsay. Let me turn back there again and see if there's any other little details. It's cornobbling. Cornobble. There we go. See, I knew if I just relaxed, it would come. To be cornobbled, as far as if my memory is serving me correctly, it is to be beat about the ears with a corn cob, an old corn cob, of all the things. And if I am incorrect and someone goes and looks, please do correct me. So again, the otter is this playful energy, flirtatious. Let me see. The otter is very caring of its young and will play for hours performing all types of acrobatics. It lives on land but always has its home near water. The elements of earth and water are the female elements. At home in both of these elements, otter is the personification of femininity. Long, sleek, and graceful. Otter is the true coquette of the animal world. So, Stephanie, the energy is inviting you to balance this female archetypal energy with the male archetypal energy, because that is the card that was drawn for Father Sky. So balancing this inner and outer playfulness with whatever you have going on, and like it suggests in the mouse here, the three-ring circus, scrutinize everything, take a close look, and bring balance to what's going on. And let's see, you wanted a Wisdom Keeper card. Okay. And Maria, we will definitely take the time for your card draw, so no worries. Interesting for the coquette energy in you. Gate 59, the energy of intimacy and connection. So connecting with the feminine and male energy, archetypal energies of yourself. I am curious which step astrology that is. 59, because that will give more information as well. Yeah, it's about yourself, connecting intimately with yourself in your physical environment. It's Virgo, and it's step astrology, steps 0 through 5. Astro steps 0 through 5. on gate 59. Okay. All right, beautiful. And this is interesting. I just knocked over something on my desk that I'm going to set back because it helps bring harmony into my space, and it got knocked over. So I've never done that before. Stephanie, maybe looking for ways to bring harmony and balance in your intimate relationships, starting with yourself. Okay. Stephanie says, I love that deck. Yes, the Wisdom Keepers. I haven't got mine out for a while. I love them. They're just very beautiful to play with. So, okay, there we go. Hopefully that is helpful for what you got, your 3-ring circus that you got going on at home, whatever that is. Okay. You're so welcome. Okay, Maria. Hopefully you're still here and you're able to stay on with your internet connection. Okay, and just let me know what it is. Stephanie says it's been chaotic. Oh my goodness. You know, I think we're just gonna, my impression from Mr. Witecki is that's just gonna increase throughout the year. So like in Jurassic Park when that guy goes to turn on the computers again, he goes, hang on to your butts. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's what it feels like. Hang on to your butts. Okay, so Maria, if you have a specific purpose or you want to hold your focus in mind in your heart space, and let me know which cards you'd like to use. You're welcome to use the Father Sky, Mother Earth card draw here with our medicine animals, medicine cards, or something else. And if you've had to drop off, then we'll just use the Father Sky, Mother Earth card layout here. Okay. All right, so Father Sky, Mother Earth card draw for Maria. Okay, the Mother Earth card first. And the Father Sky card. Okay. Oh, how interesting. The mouse. These patterns are so cool to watch. So, Maria, this is your Mother Earth card and your Father Sky card. So, going out and doing the snake, healing energy. I think that came out in the fun little graphic that I shared in the Series Joy group as well, like healing energy. And again, making sure you're getting plenty of self-care and self-nurturing time and quiet space for yourself amid all of the chaotic energy you've been experiencing recently in your life. Making sure you're shedding your skin of the old that no longer serves. Okay, let's go ahead and look these up. Let me see what else hops out from the mouse for you. The mouse says, I will touch everything with my whiskers in order to know. So investigate everything that's going on, making sure that you notice how it feels, and if you need to have caution or if it's okay to proceed. Paradoxically, this is both a great power and a great weakness. It is good medicine to see up close. It is good medicine to pay attention to detail, but it is bad medicine to chew every little thing to pieces. So don't try to consume everything is what I'm getting here. Like, just notice what is the most important details to be focusing on and only focus on that in your home. This has to do with the feminine archetypal energy. So what's happening inside your cave, so to speak. And then the snake, this was drawn for your um, male archetypal energy card. It says, the snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me, I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. So again, healing energy, being open to divine will, shedding the old, releasing the old. The thing that's jumping out at here on the page to me is the transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has a proper state of mind. So this is all up in perception. Thoth, the Atlantean, who later returned as Hermes and was the father of alchemy, used the symbology of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing. Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and female within each organism creates a melding of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy. So bringing balance between the two sides of yourself, the quiet side, the cave time part of yourself, and things that have been going on, and shedding the old and transmuting into a new skin, a new thing of beauty. Okay. All right. And then real quick, we'll do one for Maris. And thank you everyone for being here. While I'm shuffling the cards for Maris's draw, just a quick reminder, we have Human Design and Gene Keys Study Group Friday morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and that is 11 a.m. Central. And then in the evening, Namaste Today with Christopher Witecki. He does that live on YouTube and in several other places. I think the Serious Joy group, and as well as in the Serious Joy membership. I don't know who he's having on with him for the Astro Mingle portion. And then also tomorrow is Linda's little class. Stephanie, Linda's having her class tomorrow. Is it 1 p.m. Central? Is that what it is? Quantum Wellness, I believe. She's bringing lovely consciousness energy into our group. Stephanie says this week, yeah, Scott coming on this week. Okay. All right. And Linda's class is 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Okay. So you want to hop in if you can for that, and a replay will be in the group afterwards in case you're not able to get to it right away. And then, of course, same bat time, same bat place for Oracle readings next Wednesday. Scott Cruz on Namaste Today. Beautiful. Okay. Is that what you mean, Stephanie? He's the Astro Mingle portion Friday. And sending Maris some light for her reading here. Okay. And the left-hand card draw. Okay, beautiful. All right, Scott Cruz. Friday for Namaste Today, Astro Mingle portion. And then the right-hand card for Maris. Right here. Oh, you guys, this is funny. You guys are going to think I am fiddling around with these cards here. Look at this. Okay, so Maris got the owl for her Earth, Mother Earth card, and the snake for her Father Sky card. Oh my goodness gracious. How many duplicates out of all these cards today? Okay, so Maris, keeping a lookout, using your wisdom. Those are the impressions coming to me. Only grab hold of what is necessary for you to grab hold of. Um, even though things like may feel like they're in the dark, you have night vision with this card draw. You can see things that other people can't see. Opening your eyes. What is it, that song, Open Your Eyes? What group sings that? Open your eye. Oh, I am not very good at singing tonight. There is a song, it's from the 80s. Yes, Lindsay, I agree. Lots of duplicates. It's very interesting. Open your eyes. Oh, I'm going to have to go look and see. So, healing energy. Yep, I'm going to have to look real quick. Hang on just a second, because that is going to, because I want to put the link. I had a dream one time that this song was being played. Is not coming up immediately. I might have to go look for it. It's an 80s song. Other people are looking for that. Oh, here we go. Erasure. They say that inside of it. It's the song Always by Erasure. Oh, now if I can find you guys again. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go copy right here. Opening, and they say open your eyes. It's the song Always by Erasure. That's the one that was coming through. If there's other ones that someone else got an impression, but that was the one that I was impressed to share. So the snake being your right hand card draw, the male archetypal energy, the owl, the feminine. Okay, 20. Let's see. I'm going to get to page 21 here. We're looking at the owl. Okay, and the owl says, owl, magic, omens, time and space. Does the truth emerge? Casting out deception, silent flight, sacred medicine bird. The owl hunts its prey at night. Not only can owls see in the dark, it can also accurately pinpoint and identify any sound. This gives it a great advantage when seeking food. Owls are the night hunters. Some native people are fearful of owl and call its feathers, quote unquote, deceiver feathers. Interesting. An owl feather is silent. You cannot hear owl when it flies, but its prey definitely knows when it strikes, for its beak and talons are razor sharp. So what I'm getting from that, Maris, is pay attention to any impressions you get, any sounds, like pay attention to your environment. And then of course the snake energy is all about healing yourself, like shedding your old skin, putting on a new skin, and embodying wholeness. It says, if you have chosen this symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress, transmute the energy, and accept the power of the fire. Okay, beautiful. Wow, lots of transmutational energy. Very beautiful. Okay, thank you everyone for being here this evening and joining us for the I Ching coin toss and oracle readings. And we look forward to connecting with you in the future. Also, I just want to give a heads up. I do offer card readings like this. It's in my booking app. And then also human design readings. So if you would like readings for your own self where you're the only one there, then let me know and I will give you the link for that. So Lindsay says, thank you so much. Will you draw for yourself? I think we've gone over time, Lindsay. I will do that for myself after we get off of here, but it feels like we're complete for tonight. I do appreciate your suggestion though. Anyway, okay, sending you all some love and you have a wonderful evening and I will see you later.